Who doesn't love Ke-Huy Quan? The beloved Goonies and Indiana Jones actor had such an amazing comeback, winning an Oscar for Everything Everywhere All at Once, that we instantly want to root for him no matter what he does. He's kept busy ever since, but he gets his first true starring role in Love Hurts, an action flick from the folks behind John Wick and Nobody. And true to form, it's a slickly styled beat-em-up with a couple of cool fights, colorful villains, dangerous women, and a fun, flashy lead role. Despite that, what should be an awesome, entertaining action comedy wastes Quan's likability and feels like a tired retread of similar movies made by this studio in particular. I mean, you already know the deal, because it's not too far from the plot of Nobody and, in some ways, John Wick 2. Quan plays Marvin Gable, a seemingly ordinary real estate agent with an over-the-top, affable personality. He only wants to put you in the home of your dreams, you know? He's a good guy. Somebody clearly doesn't like him, though, because all of his billboards have been defaced. I mean, drawing mustaches on him and stuff. And his office manager, Ashley, played by Leo Tipton, is a grump who Marvin tells to find the thing that she loves and to go after it. It's advice that echoes throughout the film. Marvin's ordinary world gets turned upside down when he's attacked in his office by the bladed, poetry-writing hitman, The Raven, played by Mustafa Shakir, and is nearly gutted right there during the office's Valentine's Day party. It turns out that someone from Marvin's past, the beautiful and deadly Rose, played by Oscar winner Ariana DeBose, has returned and they think he knows where she's at. She's supposed to be dead, but now that she's back, Marvin's crime boss bro Knuckles, played by Daniel Wu, wants to put her back into the grave, but not before finding out about some stolen money. It turns out that Marvin was once Knuckles' brutal enforcer, but he always had a soft spot in his heart for Rose. Aw, shucks. It's cute. At its best, Love Hurts captures the acrobatic energy of a Jackie Chan movie, with the ridiculous spot fests of a WWE tag team match. The prime example is an absolutely killer three-way dance between Marvin and two hired goons, King and Otis, played by the hilarious Marshawn Lynch, and Andre Erickson. Marvin, who is struggling to keep his dark side in check, gets thrown around like a rag doll and driven to the floor like a sack of potatoes, and it's pretty goddamn awesome. The film fails to keep up the energy of this set piece in future fights, though, no matter how hard ex-stunt coordinator turned director Jonathan Eusebio tries. It's a simple enough plot for a lean 83-minute film, but even with such a short runtime, Love Hurts finds many ways to screw up an easy thing. I mean, this movie should be a home run. Quan and DeBose are a mismatched pair right from the start. I mean, the two have so little chemistry, romantically or comedically. I mean, that shouldn't be a surprise, given he's like 20 years older than her. It's just kind of weird. While you're still on a high from the opening action sequences, the film bores you with a lot of Marvin's hand-wringing as he weighs a return to his old life or staying with the new one he's built. There's a surprising amount of bad acting, too. I mean, and look, I'm loath to critique actors very often, but when Marshawn Lynch is an acting highlight, that's usually cause for concern. Put Beast Mode in all the movies, though. He's awesome. He's far and away better than Cam Gigandet, who plays Knuckles' flunky Rennie Merlo. But, I mean, we should be accustomed to Gigandet not being very good. He's never been good. And maybe we ought to prepare for the possibility that DeBose will never reach her West Side Story heights again. Maybe she went straight from Craven the Hunter to Love Hurts because she's trying on this idea of how a femme fatale should act, and it just never works. Finally, a terrible, momentum-killing subplot involving Ashley and the Raven's meet cute is pretty tough to endure, and they just keep going back to it. Ugh. Quan is having a blast, though, especially in the scene shared with his Goonies brother Sean Astin, who plays his boss Cliff. Seeing these two together in a major studio movie again is just a nostalgic treat, and it's a shame it's not in a better movie. On paper, this movie is right in my wheelhouse, and my expectations were high for good reason. Love hurts, but so does stinging disappointment. Love Hurts is in theaters now, and it gets a 2.5 out of 5. Thanks for checking out the show. If you like what we're laying down, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive notifications for all of our latest stuff.